thank you for tuning in to Miss Callie Cooks. My name is Denise, and today we're doing another one of our macro-friendly recipes. So right now, we have a 1 skillet chicken dinner. You guys stay tuned, and we're gonna go ahead and roll it. All right, guys, so we have our chicken breast. We have our our honey crisp apple. We have our sweet potatoes. We have these cherry tomatoes called natural sweet. So this is like a yellow orange and just your regular red cherry tomatoes. And of course, your asparagus. All right, guys, so this is a 1 skillet dish. And basically what I mean by 1 skillet is it's going to be all in 1 skillet. This is an old school iron skillet. This is my grandmother had gave me this a long time ago. But if you guys do not have one at home, that's fine. It does not matter. It does not make the food taste any less good or anything like that if you do not have one. You can always use the pan that you have at your house. But if you want to purchase one of these pans work very well with cornbread. I mean, these pans go from anything from cooking chicken, frying things, baking, stews, whatever you name it. These pans are great. So I'll also leave a link in the description so that they can take you to Walmart because they also carry these at Walmart. And I think they're a little cheaper than if you would go to anywhere else. So the link in the description would be there if you guys are interested in buying one of these pans. But yeah, so like I said, all the ingredients will be here in these pans, and we'll be going ahead and cooking it that way. All right, guys, so we have our cut up sweet potato, we have our chicken breast, our tomatoes, our asparagus, apples, and this is actually chicken broth. This is 1 cup of chicken broth, which will also be in the description below as well in the ingredients. All right, so now that we have all our ingredients already ready and prepped and ready to go, I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the skillet, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what to put in first. Okay, so my pan is already heated up. I'm gonna use extra virgin olive oil. If you guys do not want to use this because of the fat content, because olive oil is really high in fat, you guys can always go with Crisco or Pam. You can use the butter version. This always works very well if you guys don't want to use this. But today, the reason why I'm using this is because my meal is very, very low in fat. So I can add this in here with no problem, and it's not going to affect my macros. So I'm only going to use just a tablespoon because each tablespoon, which is this little small thing right here, is 14 grams of fat. That's a lot of fucking fat. So we're just going to use just a teaspoon. Just a teaspoon. Ooh! Oh, Lord! That's how you know that shit hot. All right. Ooh, let's turn it down a little bit. It's a little too hot. So then we're going to add our chicken. Get our pan. Move it all around so it doesn't stick. So I turned the oil down a little bit because, like I said before, this is a slow cooking process. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna cook this until it's completely cooked. Well, not completely cooked, but majority of it cooked because I still gotta add the sweet potato, the apples. Now, the things that cook the fastest are the apples and the cherries, so they're gonna go in last. What's gonna go in next is the sweet potato and asparagus because those are gonna take a little longer to cook, especially the sweet potato. So now that I have my oil here on 5, which is about medium heat. So if you guys only have the numbers, I will put it between 4 and 5. If you guys don't have numbers, between medium. Or just on medium, not between medium. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it's cooking. So now when it's like this, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the sweet potato. Okay, so now I'm gonna throw in my sweet potato. And I'm gonna throw in my chicken broth. And then I'm gonna throw in my asparagus. mix it all in. So once you get it all mixed in, I'm gonna go ahead and add my seasoning to the dish. So right now I have some crushed peppers. I don't know, I like a little kick with my food. Every time I'm cooking something, I always want a little spice to it. Not a lot, I don't want it to get overwhelmed. Just enough for a little kick. Now, you guys don't have to put this in here. It does not make or break the dish. This is for the people who like a little spice to their food. And then I'm gonna put in my sea salt. When you have big tubs like this, even though it has the little holes and stuff, I still always like to put it in my hand because I'm able to control how much I'm putting in. Because I'm telling you, sea salt is salty. You be having your stuff all messed up. So I just go ahead, put that in here. And the rest that I leave out, I just put it in my sink. I don't think I need that much. And then I go ahead and put my pepper. And then my favorite, my garlic. I love this shit. Oh my God, it's so good. So if you guys watched my previous video with the fish, you know I raved about this shit right here. So I'm definitely gonna put it in here. So I'm gonna put a little bit, maybe like a little more, because it's so good. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix it all up in the pot. When I mix it up, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my oil down on very low, and I put a pot on here. And then I'm gonna keep checking on it. Ooh, damn, I keep getting all this stuff all messed up. Keeps falling out of the pot. Ooh, it smells good, y'all. Oh, damn it. Now, I don't want none of y'all talking about, oh my God, Denise, you got all the food dropping out, you put it back in there? Yes, it's my stove. I cleans it. Now, I don't have a pan. I don't have a top for this. So, I'm gonna have to, use a plate. Or another pan. I know, a little ghetto. All right, so this is what it looks like. All in one pot. Sweet potato, the chicken, and asparagus. Like I said, I got it on low. At a 2. Put my pot on there and let this slowly cook. So the people who have, like I said, who have the aisles with the numbers, put it on a 2 or 3. The one who don't, we have high, medium, low. Put it between, put it on low. Look, hey, we got little mini ones. I'm telling you. My pan, go ahead and put this on top. I got my aisle on too. And I'm gonna come back and check on this in about 20 minutes. All right, guys, so we're back. 20 minutes has passed already, and everything is looking pretty good. My chicken is fully cooked, my sweet potatoes are softened, and so has my asparagus. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the apples and the cherries. Like I said in the beginning, those ingredients don't need a lot to cook with, just a couple minutes for them to get warm and for them to, especially for the apples, you don't really want them fully cooked. And the tomatoes, you don't want them fully cooked. You just want them enough where it has a little bit of heat, but the apples will bring a nice crunch to the dish. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in here with the tomatoes. So I got my apples. And you see how the apples have turned a little brown? Don't worry about that. That's just from it being out. After you cut apples, or just like avocado, you cut an avocado open and you leave it out for a little bit, it starts to turn brown. Same thing with apples, but don't worry about it. They're still really good. You can still eat them. And the reason why I picked yellow and red cherry tomatoes is just to bring color to the dish. If you're not a fan of tomatoes, or if you're not a fan of apples, or whatever the case may be, you don't have to add this into the dish. And if you want to substitute your sweet potato for regular potatoes, you can too as well. Same thing with your asparagus. If you don't like asparagus, switch out for green beans. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this all up. So you see how colorful that looks? And like I said, it's in all one pan. So you got your little baby tomatoes, your apples, your chicken, your sweet potato. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this up for another 5 to 10 minutes, and it'll be ready. This took approximately about 30 minutes to cook. Now, if you guys don't have 30 minutes to cook, I don't know what to tell you. Because this meal is going to take 30 minutes. There's no alternative for a 30-minute meal. But if you do have time, make it. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate this. Ooh. As a close-up of what it looks like. Can you guys see it? Can you see? So I'm gonna give you guys a little taste. So I'm gonna put a little chicken, a little asparagus, a little sweet potato, and I'm gonna put a little apple on here too. No, Fat Daddy, you can't have none. Fat Daddy just ate. I fed him for a reason, so he won't be bugging. Now look at him. No, you cannot have none. Ooh. A little spices from the red pepper. Nice kick. And like I said, this is a macro-friendly meal, so this fits into anybody's macros. If either you're on a high carb or a low carb, whatever it is, this can definitely fit in here. But the crazy thing about it is that I really don't care for asparagus, but having them mixed in like this really makes it good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this, eating this. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for Wednesday. I have my vlog from Hawaii posted up on Wednesday, and then we're also gonna do a Fatty Friday recipe as well. I'll let you guys know on my Instagram. Just keep looking and watching for my Instagram feeds, I'll let you guys know when I'm gonna be making more dishes, and for the vlogs as well. Bye guys.